अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। बेटा आज हम हमारे जो है MDCAT का बायोलॉजी का MCQs जो कल पेपर हुआ था उसको सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं। सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ओवर कंजम्पशन ऑफ व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग फूड इंक्रीजेस द रिस्क ऑफ कैल्शियम ऑक्सलेट स्टोन। इनमें से कौन सी ग़िज़ा जो है ज़्यादा खाने से कैल्शियम ऑक्सलेट वाली जो है स्टोन हो सकती है। So options are leafy vegetable, option B fruit containing vitamin C, option C fruit containing high fibers, option D whole grain. So the right option is option A leafy vegetables. Which of the following product is produced by genetically modified bacteria for patients with diabetic mellitus? So the right option is option A insulin. So the next question is what change occur in the endometrium during the proliferation phase of menstruation cycle? Option A, it begins to shed. Option B, it regenerates and thickens. Option C, it becomes secretory. Option D, no change occurs. So the right option is option B, it regenerates and thickens. So the next question is the role of messenger RNA in COVID-19 vaccine like Pfizer and Moderna is to help the immune system to recognize the virus, instruct cells to produce viral spike proteins. Option C, triggers protein immediate antibodies release from the memory cells. Option C. Option D, delivers enzyme that destroys the virus. So beta, our right option is instruct cells to produce spike proteins. So the next question is living cells of cartilage are called options are osteocytes, thrombocytes, chondrocytes, and osteocytes. Osteoblasts. So right answer is option C, chondrocytes. So the next question is the regulator of muscle contraction, which are released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, is tropomyosin, troponin, calcium ions, or ATP. So the right answer is option C, calcium ion. The next question is automatic and rapid action that do not involve conscious part of the brain. Options are reflex action, conditional reflex, texas, synapses. So the right answer is option A, reflex action. So the crossing over involves exchange of genetic material between options are sister chromatids of the same chromosome, non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome of the non-homologous chromosomes, and sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. So the right option is option B, non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. So the next question, name the biomolecules essential for the information storage and transmission within the cell. Option A, carbohydrates. Option B, lipids. Option C, nucleic acids. Option D, proteins. So the right answer is option C, nucleic acids. So the next question is what is the chemical composition of chromosome? Option A, RNA and lipids. Option B, DNA and protein. Option C, carbohydrates and nucleic acids. Option D, protein and carbohydrates. So the right answer is option B, DNA and protein. Which of the following surrounds myofiber in skeletal muscles for storing and distribution of calcium and muscle functioning? Option is sarcolemma. Option B, sarcoplasmic reticulum. Option C, transverse tubules. Option D, हमारे पास sarcoplasm. So the right option is option B, shivering thermogenesis involves shivering thermogenesis जो है हमारे इन्वॉल्व होती है किसमें? सो द ऑप्शंस आर ऑप्शन ए बेटा हमारे पास जो है वॉलंटरी मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, ऑप्शन बी इनवॉलंटरी मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, ऑप्शन सी डिहाइड्रेशन, ऑप्शन डी हार्मोन सीक्रेशन. सो द राइट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन बी, इनवॉलंटरी जो है हमारे पास मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन होती है ये हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होते. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज क्वेश्चन इज guanine cytosine pairs enhance DNA stability due to option A, large size, option B, close pairing, option C, more hydrogen bond, D, double ring structure. So the right answer is option C, more hydrogen bonds. So the next question is which of the following neuron conduct impulses from the sensory receptor to the CNS? So the options are sensory neuron, option B, motor neuron, option C, ferron neuron, option D, interneuron. So the right answer is option C, sensory neuron. So why Lamarck is being remembered till today? Lamarck को आज तक क्यों याद किया जाता है? Due to his rejected but appealing theory of heredity. due to his universally acceptable theory of evolution, due to his accepted theory of heredity, due to theory of evolution by natural selection. So the right answer is ऑप्शन हमारे पास बेटा इसका जो सही है वो है ऑप्शन ए ड्यू टू रिजेक्टेड. So the next question is which of the following is not related to DNA? Option A adenine, thymine, option C uracil, option D guanine. So the right answer is option C uracil. So the next question is if male with the hemophilia marries a non-carrier female, what is the likelihood of their son inheriting condition? Option A 50%, option B 100, option C 0, option D 25. So the right answer is 0%. So the next question is which of the following is the characteristics of non-competitive enzyme inhibitor? Option A bind with the enzyme active site. Option B can be overcome by increasing the substrate concentration. Option C increase the speed of the reaction. Option D point of action in allosteric site. So the right option is option D allosteric site. Which of the following event prevent backflow of blood from the ventricles to arteria during the ventricular systole? Option A contraction of the arterial wall. Option B closure of the tricapsid and bicapsid wall. Option C opening of the semilunar wall. Option D opening of the tricapsid and bicapsid wall. So the right option is option B closure of the tricapsid and bicapsid wall. So the next question is one of the following process the cell release energy from oxidation of molecules. Option A beta cellular respiration, photosynthesis, DNA replication, protein synthesis. So the right option is option A cellular respiration. So the next question is how many NADH are produced when acetyl coenzyme is oxidized during carbon Krebs cycle? Option A 1, option B 2, option C 3, option D 6. सो द राइट आंसर इज वन साइकिल में हमारे पास बेटा 3 होती हैं जबकि 2 साइकिल में 6 होती हैं. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज which of the following best describe the glycoprotein? Option A proteins linked with carbohydrates, option B protein linked with DNA, option C protein linked with the lipids, option D protein linked with the minerals. So the right answer is option A. So the next question is the function which is common between cerebellum and hippocampus. Option A equilibrium, option B memory formation, option C D body position, option D sexual arousal. So the right answer is बेटा option B memory हमारे पास जो है formation. So the next question is in male which of the following is considered urinogenital organ? Option A urethra, option B ureter, option C urinary bladder, option D was different. So the right answer is option A urethra. So the next question is the most common type of arthritis is option A gout, option B rheumatoid, option C osteoarthritis, option D spondylitis. So the right answer is option C osteoarthritis. So the next question is the other name of interstitial cells in male is option A Leydig cells, option B spermatogonial cells, option C cytosils, option D spermatocytes. So the right answer is option A Leydig cells. So the next question is binding of hemoglobin with oxygen is catalyzed by an enzyme. Option A carbonic anhydrase, option B carboxylase, option C oxygenase, option D dehydrogenase. So the right answer is option A carbonic anhydrase enzyme. So the next question is transfer of phosphate from one compound to other compound required for an enzyme called option A oxidoreductase, option B transferase, option C hydrolase, option D ligase. So the right answer is beta option B transferase. So the next question is a linkage of gene in Drosophila was discovered by option A Thomas and Morgan, option B Alfred Stewart, option C Groiger Mendel, option D Hugo de Veris. So the right answer is beta option A Thomas and Morgan. So the next question is which phenomena increase the chances of variation? Option A crossing over, option B linkage, option C epistasis, option D dominance. So the right answer is option A. When antibody produced by B cells kills antigen, then it is called option A cell mediated immunity, option B passive immune response, option C humoral response, option D cells collaborate response. So the right answer is option C humoral immunity. So the next question is B. Lymphocytes are formed and matured in option A liver, option B spleen, option C bone marrow, option D thymus. The right answer is option B of bone marrow. Which of the following is a route of HIV transmission? Option A. Unhygienic life condition. Option B. Blood transfusion and contaminated with the blood. Option C. Handshaking. Option living together in the same room. So the right answer is option हमारे पास जो है बेटा इसका है B. And the next question: which of the part of the small intestine is responsible for the nutrients absorption? Duodenum, jejunum, ileum, rectum. So the right answer is with a surface tension and polarity. Option B with a cohesion and radiation. Option C solubility in cell. Option D stability of the range. So the right answer is option B cohesion and addition. So the next question is: if the disease is caused due to the defective gene located on X chromosome, then the defective genes can only be transmitted to male offspring by female gametes, or a bacterial mutation. Option A is right, female gametes. So the next question is: which of the group of virus can cause disease like influenza, measles, and rabies? Option A plant virus, option B animal virus, option C fungal virus, option D bacteriophage. So the right answer is option B animal virus. So the next question is: which of the following biological molecule release highest energy from in 1 gram? Option A beta carbohydrate, option B lipids, option C protein, option D water. So the right answer is option B lipids. The best way to avoid AIDS is prevent preventive measures. Option B vaccines, option C medication, option D shots. So the right answer is option A preventive measures. So the next question is: which of the following substance pass through glomerular into the Bowman capsule? Option A glucose, option B red blood cell, option C platelets, option D albumin. So the right answer is option A glucose. The appendix is attached which of the part of the large intestine? Option A rectum, option B cecum, option C colon, option D हमारे पास बेटा जो है इलियम. So the right answer is option B cecum. So the next question is: which structural characteristics is not accurate for the arteries? Option A thin wall with the walls, option B thick wall and muscular, option C highly permeable walls, option D large lumen lacking. So the right answer is option B. So the next question is: a food sample contains long chain of amino acids bound together. This indicates the presence of option A carbohydrate, option B lipids, option C protein, option D nucleic acids. So the right answer is option C proteins. So the next question: monoclonal antibodies are helpful in cancer diagnosis by replacing damaged tissue, changing the genetic code of cancer, killing healthy cells to reduce tumor cells, retaining specific tumor markers in samples. So the right answer is option D. So the next question is: the main function of pharynx in respiratory tract is serve as a passage for fourth foot in air, produce mucus, or produces voice, filters air. So the right answer is option A. The main cause of acute kidney failure is loss of sweating, hypothermia, liver failure, drinking of excess water. So the right answer is option C, liver failure. So the next question is: during diastole, the heart chambers relax and fill with the blood, contract strongly, reject blood, and artery remain closed. So the right option is option A. So the next question is: kidney performs their osmoregulatory role under the effect of antidiuretic hormone. Which type of urine is produced in this condition? Hypertonic urine, decreased volume, hypertonic urine with increased volume, hypertonic urine, decreased volume, hypertonic urine with increased volume. So the right answer is hypertonic urine with decreased volume. So the next question is: a person has swollen lymph node after throat infection. What does this indicate? Failure of circulatory system, extra glucose storage, active immune response, or blockage of digestive tract. So the right answer is option B, C. active immune response. So the next question is, which of the following is correct about the structure of brain? Cerebral cortex is the outer part, consists of gray matter. Cerebrum medulla is the inner part, consists of gray matter. Cerebral cortex is the inner part, consists of white matter. Cerebral medulla is the outer part, consists of gray white matter. So the right answer is cerebral is the cortex is the outer part. Outer part consists of gray matter. So the next question is, under microscope, plant cells appear rigid in the shape, unlike the flexible animals. Which structure explains the difference? Option A cell wall, option B vacuole, option C cytoskeleton, option D plasma membrane. So the right answer is option A cell wall. So the next question is, which type of joint allows bending of the elbow joint and has a synovial cavity? Option A cartilaginous, option B fibrous, option C pubis, option D hinge joint. So the right answer is hinge joint. So the next question is, if a round seeded pea plant in self-fertilization and all of its offspring are also round seeded, both parents are of and offspring must be tube breeder. Both parents and offspring may be tube breeder. Only parent but not offspring will be tube breeder. Option only offspring but no parents will be tube breeder. So the right answer is with both parents and offspring must be tube breeder. So the next question is, a student of the microorganism under a microscope that lack a nucleus and it is made up of single cell. Which classification would be best fit in this organism? Unicellular eukaryotes, unicellular prokaryotes, unicellular eukaryotes, multicellular eukaryotes, or multicellular prokaryotes? So the right answer is option A, multicellular unicellular eukaryotes. Sorry, unicellular prokaryotics. So the next question is, in biotechnology, vaccine can be developed by cloning of gene for antigen of the pathogen, gene for receptor of the pathogen, gene for pathogen of the patient, gene for antibody of the patient. So the right answer is option. The right answer is option D. So the next question, arterioventricular wall closed during which phase of the cardiac cycle? So the right answer is option हमारे पास जो है बेटा, so the right option is option B, ventricular systole. So the next question is, if जो है हमारे पास जो है राउंड येलो डोमिनेंट है, इनको क्रॉस करवाया जाता है रिंकल्ड ग्रीन के साथ, तो राउंड येलो का जो है रिंकल्ड का F2 में रेशो क्या होगा? सो द राइट आंसर इज बेटा, so बेटा the right answer is option D. Name the idea of Darwin best to explain the ability of population to reproduce those individuals whose parents beneficial traits. Option A gene flow, option B genetic drift, artificial selection, natural selection. So the right answer is option D, natural selection. So the next question is, at least how many saccharide units must be present in polysaccharides? Option C, option 10. So the next question, a doctor taps below the knee and the legs kick forward. What does it reflect? What does this show? A conditional response, voluntary muscle response, and involuntary external reflex, external stimuli, delay response due to brain processing. So beta, the right answer is an involuntary response to reflex response to external stimuli. If a fertilization does not occur, which part of the uterus degenerate? So the option A beta, myometrium, endometrium, perimetrium, cervix. So the right option is option B. Which process use messenger RNA to make protein for the ribosomes? Option A beta, replication, option B transcription, option C translation, option D self-fractionation. So the right answer is ribosomes की बात होगी तो option B, option C इसका translation C होगा. So the next one, which of the following is sexually transmitted disease? Syphilis, lung cancer, tuberculosis, autoimmune disorder. So the right answer is option A, syphilis. So the next question is, Golgi apparatus is structurally made up of series of latent membrane bounded sacs. Option A grana, cisternae, option D vesicle. So the right answer is option C, which type of change in is a nerve impulse? Option A, electrical and mechanical, chemical and mechanical, electrical and chemical change only. So the right answer is option C, electrical and chemical. So the next question, which of the following fluid flows through the lymphatic vessels? Right option is beta, option B, lymph. So the next question, which of the following is the most common nitrogenous waste excrete urine? Healthy human. So the right option is beta, option B, urea. So the next question is hippocampus mainly involved in option C, memory store. Option Next question is the covalently bond non-protein part of enzyme is called option A. The right option is हमारे पास ये बेटा prosthetic group. So the next question is outer surface of axon membrane is resting neuron due to. So the right answer is beta positive, due to sodium. So the next question is which class of animal excrete ammonia as their primary waste? Options are, the right option is monotelic. So the next question is which of the following best describe the nerve impulse traveling a typical neuron? Dendrite, cell body, axon. So the right option is dendrite, dead body, axon. So the next question is homopolysaccharides that is found in the cell of arthropods. So the right option is option C, chitin. So the next question is which of the most abundant lipids in living systems are? So the right option is acyl glycerol. So name the type bond that join amino acid to form polypeptide chains. So the right option is peptide bond. So the next question is which of the following is not globular protein? Option D, collagen protein. So the next question is according to Darwin the main force behind the evolution is. So the right answer is the option हमारे पास जो है डार्विन का क्वेश्चन बाद में आता है. कुछ टाइप ऑफ सेल्स प्रेजेंट इन लिवर सेल्स में कफर सेल्स होते हैं. डार्विन की जो पॉइंट है बेटा वो है हमारे पास नेचुरल सिलेक्शन. बिसाइड फर्टिलाइजेशन में फ्यूजन ऑफ फैलोपियन ट्यूब जो होती है क्या करती है? ट्रांसपोर्ट करती है हमारे पास जो है ओवम को किसकी तरफ? यूटरस की तरफ. अच्छा, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ वाटर विच अलाउज स्टिक टू पोलर सरफेसेस. हमारे पास जो राइट ऑप्शन है बेटा वो है इसका एडिशन. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द वाटर of the human kidney is regulated by DH hormone. Which of the following gland is involved in secretion of process? Secretion process तो बेसिकली हाइपोथैलेमस का होता है, लेकिन रिलीज जो है पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड से होता है. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इस सवाल के हिसाब से हमारा पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड है. तो बेटा ये था आज का हमारा जो बायोलॉजी का पोर्शन जो हमने सॉल्व किया. इंशाल्लाह मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. तब तक अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा.